Hello, grade 7s. It's Mr. Conrad here again. I would like to do kind of a rehearsal or practice with the piece, Darklands March. We read through this piece before classes kind of got cut off. And I have posted parts. If you don't have your part yet, it's available to you to print out on Google Classroom. Just search for it. I think it's under the supplemental material topic on Google Classroom. So just scroll through, find your part, you can print that page, and then you've got it to read off of. What we're gonna do here is kind of a macro, micro, macro rehearsal. That means we're gonna start by going through the whole thing. We're gonna break down, we'll go back, break down some parts afterwards, and then we'll finish by going through the full piece one more time at the end. Okay, so hopefully you've warmed up your instrument, you've got a place you're ready to play, you've got your music printed out and ready to go. I'm gonna use smart music here for you to be able to hear the track. I'm gonna conduct along with, as though all of you are here with me in the band room at R.A. Baker. So, without further ado, we are going to run through Darklands March from top to bottom. All right, I'll just get it queued up here. And here we go. You can play both times if you'd like, or just play second time only while you're learning it. It's not a bad idea to play both times. Repeat. 7. Ready for the second ending? Now. 16. Trumpet. Soft. Repeat. 16. Second ending. 25. Key change. Smooth. Melody is in clarinet, tenor sax, and euphonium. Style change, trumpet. Start soft. Growing 59. Start soft, growing, and all right, good job, you guys. Okay, let's start to break this down here a little bit. the first thing I think we should do is get comfortable in the keys that this piece is written in. So it starts out in what looks like concert E flat major, but it's actually written in a minor key. So it's actually concert C minor. And in your blue book, if you flip to page number 29 and you look at exercise 129, you'll see the concert C minor scale, arpeggio, and chords. So we're just gonna take a minute and we're gonna go through that together. Take a look at your key signature. This is the harmonic version of the scale. So notice that the 7th scale degree is raised. Okay, I'm gonna cue this up on Smart Music as well, and we'll play through it together. Okay, so this is, again, on page 29 of your blue book, number 129. This is the scale that goes with the first key signature in Darklands March. Okay. Okay, make sure you get all the notes in the key signature there. If you need to rewind this section of the video and go through that again until you're comfortable with it, I would encourage you to do so. It's gonna make playing the piece easier if you're comfortable with that key signature. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do sections slowed down a little bit. So we're gonna go right back to the top. I'm gonna slow down the track and, whoops, sorry about that. And then we'll kind of rehearse it at a slower tempo. So it's written at 130, 128. So I'm gonna slow us down to 108. So we're gonna try the opening up until measure 16 at this slower tempo here. Okay, so back to the top, a little bit slower. Watch the articulations. Notice that there's not a lot of slurring going on in this opening section. In fact, I don't see a single slur. I see lots of accents and lots of staccato. So to play a staccato, it's a dit articulation. To play an accent, it's a da, da, D-A-H, da. Okay, those are the two articulations. Some of you have some tenuto markings at 7. That's the dash. Okay, that means smooth and connected. But definitely no slurs in this opening section, so careful not to add any in. Okay, here we go. Slower tempo, the opening. Start soft, growing, and bump, 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 bump. Basses, bring out those 8 notes going down there. 7. Nice and short. All the staccatos are dit. Here's the first ending. Repeat back to 7. And cut. Okay. Good job, you guys. Okay, hopefully that helps. So a little bit slower speed. Notice the first time at 7 it says mezzo piano. Second time at 7 is mezzo forte. If your part happens to say second time only, it's only going to be marked mezzo forte. But if you do it both times, try to make the first time through softer, second time through a little bit louder. Great job. Okay, 16 is a very different style for some of us. We've got softer dynamic and slurs. That's mostly in the woodwind parts. Trumpets, though, when you come in...
If we have a grade 5 TA in the building, can you come to the office?
It's just like regular class. Okay. Trumpets, when you come in, pick up to 18, you're still, and the brass for the most part, and basses, you're still kind of in that aggressive, accented staccato style. Okay, so let's try this next section at 16, under tempo as well. Okay, let me cue this up here. Trumpets, go. Come down. Trumpets again. First ending at 23 and repeat. 1, 2. All right, good job. Okay, now at 25, it's basically a restatement of what some of us did at measure 7. Okay, we've got the main theme, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 happening alongside the counter melody. Da, dee, da, 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 dee, da, 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 da. Okay, and then underneath that all, we've got the bass line. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, you get the idea. Those 3 layers on top of each other. Then we've got the percussion, obviously, kind of going, doing their thing in the background. Okay, so here's 25. Again, this is under tempo, but we'll try this next section up to the key change. 25. 1, 2, 3, and bump. Okay, cut. Now, this from 33 to the end is actually the harder part of the piece, in my opinion, because the key signature is less familiar to us. So I'm going to take a quick pause from the piece, and I'm going to get you to go back to your book for a second. And I want you to find number 147, which is actually on page 32 in your book. Okay, it's the concert D harmonic minor scale. Okay, so take a peek at that. Look at the key signature. Notice that the 7th scale degree is raised again. Okay, what does that mean for your instrument? Okay, if you get comfortable playing this scale, the remainder of the piece is going to be more comfortable for you. Okay, so let's do this together. I'm going to put my mute back in this time. Sorry, I forgot to do that last time. Trumpet was probably a little too loud. But here's 147 in your book. Let's try that together. So we want to try and get as comfortable as possible with this key signature, concert D minor. All right, here we go. Okay, if you need to work on that for a bit, go ahead and sort of rewind this section of the video, go back, play through it, make sure your part sounds like my part did. If you get really comfortable with that scale, it's gonna make learning the rest of the piece that much easier for you. Okay, so let's carry on back to the piece, Darklands March, and we're gonna start it under tempo again, this section at 33, okay? We'll probably go up to 51 at this point here. Okay, so we'll regroup here at 33. Just let me get queued up here. This is right at the key change. Again, under tempo. Decrescendo, 35. Clarinet, tenor sax, euphonium. You have the melody. Bassoon part also has the melody. You're playing bass guitar. Now it switches. Flute, oboe, clarinet 1, alto, and bells. The 8th notes, essentially. Cut. All right, good. So you can hear that that section is definitely in a different style. It's a lot more smooth and connected in the melodic part that's in, essentially if you're playing lots of black notes, quarter notes, and 8th notes, pretty good chance you have the melody. Not so much if you're just playing staccato quarter notes, that's kind of the bass line part. But I think we can all hear what the melody is here. This next section, 51, kind of takes us back to the style that we had at the beginning. You'll notice all the notes are accented, or some of them even have what I call a TP accent, which is really short. Okay. Sections forte. Do try to pay attention to the dynamics. That's what makes the music, right? So forte for a bit, when it asks you to come down, exaggerate, exaggerate. 57, everybody in the band has mezzo piano. Make sure you're ready for that before we get there. So you can make a nice dramatic crescendo leading into 59. Okay, so here's 51. Under tempo again. Here we go. And trilling. 1, 2, 3. Trill. Dit, dit. Still forte. Now down. Carry on. 59. We've heard this before. Counter melody. Bring that out. That's tenor sax, trombone, baritone, bass guitar. Da dee da da da. That's you guys. 67. Go up to 76 here, guys. Keep going. Da dee da. 4-bar phrases if you're in the melody. Trill. And 1, 2, bump, bump, cut. All right, good. Good, good, good. This piece has a fair number of trills in some parts. Just a quick reminder about trills. Whatever note they give you, you're gonna go from that note up to the next note in the key signature. Yeah, and then you're just gonna trill as fast as you can. So for example, measure 74, if you are a flute or oboe, you're trilling A, and you're gonna trill up to B flat, which is the next note in your key signature. If you're an alto sax, the given note is F sharp, okay? You're gonna trill up to the next note in the key signature, which is gonna be G, 3 fingers. So you're trilling F sharp to G. Okay, that's a general rule. If they wanted you to trill to a different note, the composer will actually write it in for you. What note do they want you to play? And they'll do that in a variety of different ways. Okay, then we're at kind of the ending. Okay, so this section at 76, basically the whole band comes way down to piano. And wherever you start, you'll notice there is a crescendo written. Okay, let's exaggerate the crescendo. The last 3 bars, the biggest point, the high point in the piece, double F, Second last measure, if you are a bass instrument, bass clarinet, tenor sax, bari sax, trombone, baritone, tuba, bass guitar, that descending eighth note line is very important. Okay, you might have to practice that a little bit on your own to see if you can get it up to tempo. Bum, 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 bum. Anywho, here is measure 76. Again, this is under tempo. Getting louder. Crescendo. And 1, 2, basses. All right, good job. So that's the piece, okay? I mentioned earlier that we were gonna do macro, micro, macro. So we did the first macro where we went through the whole piece together. We did the micro where we did smaller snippets. We also worked on the 2 scales that go along with this piece. And now we're gonna finish this exercise by one final run through of the piece from top to bottom, okay? So we're gonna cue that up here. Back up to original tempo, which at the top of your page, I think it says March style quarter note equals 128. That 128 means 128 beats per minute. If you have a metronome at home, or you download one on your phone or your iPad or whatever, you can set it to 128 if you're practicing without this recording. Okay, here we go. So this time, if your part says second time only, let's actually do second time only. I'm not gonna talk throughout this final run through. I'm just going to conduct, okay? I'll gesture as much as I think is necessary. Hopefully that helps you. But just kind of think of this last run through as a performance, okay? So, here we go. Darklands March, Randall D. Standridge, top to bottom. And then we're done. All right, gang, here we go. good job, you guys. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to practice with me. It's definitely not the same being in here, the band room by myself, but I hope that this format maybe makes you feel like we're still playing together. Obviously it's not the same. I miss seeing you guys, and I truly hope that we get a chance to make music together again in person this year. We just kind of have to wait and see, I guess. Anyway, have a good rest of your day. We'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.